You can if you want to be. Hello, Charlotte.
Hi.
We're here in Austin with F1 Academy, and we're in front of MP Motorsport right now. We're with Charlotte. Charlotte, do you want to introduce yourself and share what you do?
I'm Charlotte. Hi. I'm a race engineer for MP Motorsport with F1 Academy.
And how did you get to where you are today? How did you get here?
Such
Long
a story.
question.
Such a story.
TLDR version.
Basically, I did an engineering degree, but I specialised in music technology.
Okay.
And then I went to Mercedes Formula One, and I specialised in acoustics there. And then I became a power unit strategy engineer, and then I quit there, and then I went to W Series. Well, I went self-employed, but I worked for W Series for 2 years. And then while I was there, I worked with the guy who worked with MP. So then when they needed people for this team, here I am.
Amazing. How did you decide that this is what you wanted to do?
I didn't. Which is probably
Interesting
the wrong
answer.
I mean, I've always been around cars. I've always built race cars and stuff with my family.
Oh, wow.
And when I was 18, I started racing myself. And then when I sort of got to halfway through university, I found ways to combine what I enjoyed doing with the love of motorsport, and I just found a route in that followed my passion and ended up here.
There's a lot of people that want to follow their passion and make a career out of it. Do you have any advice for those types of people? Because I think sometimes it can just be really challenging, whether it's mental of, I don't know if I want to turn my passion to a paycheck, or whether it's, I really love this thing, but I just don't know how to get into it.
I would say just keep doing what you love, and it'll get you to where you should be.
Okay.
I think sometimes people are so set on like a job that they want, and then actually they don't enjoy that job because they didn't follow what they enjoyed doing.
Right.
But also, like, I still have passions outside of motorsport. I still enjoy music and that side of things that I didn't want to make a paycheck out of. So you have to find the balance somewhere.
Absolutely. You mentioned that you are also working at MP, but self-employed. Can you speak a bit about your business and what you do outside of it?
So I basically engineer all sorts of different cars, do driver coaching, develop like new systems for data analysis and that kind of thing. A lot of software development as well.
So my understanding is you have a very multifaceted business of whether it's, again, as you said, driver development, or whether it's data visualization. So again, taking that information that you get from the data and kind of making it make sense for people.
Yeah.
What is your favorite facet, or what is the thing that maybe you get the most value out of?
I always enjoy making things make sense for people. So like for me, whether I'm driver coaching, race engineering, or just developing new tools, it's all about making what we're looking at as clear as possible for the people who don't know the detail. Sure. So to be able to present to a driver like, these are the 3 key points that you need to work on, or to be able to present to a team manager, these are the parts we need to buy because this is what's wrong, or just be able to make things easier for other people to understand. Yeah. I always think that's nice.
You've also worked across a number of different series and so many different types of cars.
Yeah.
Is there one or another series, or even just maybe across motorsport, of something that you think is perhaps underrated, or perhaps something that the general motorsports fan should know, whether they're getting into it through F1 or through another series?
I mean, my favourite to watch is always like GT endurance racing, because there's so much to it. Like the strategy that they have in F1, if you find that interesting, go and watch endurance racing, because there's so much more of it. It's just more of the same.
Yeah.
And there's more different types of car and different types of driver, and like when you've got a grid of like 40, 50 cars, the racing is just amazing to watch. So I think that's really underrated.
Incredible. Any last pieces of advice for anyone who maybe wants to see themselves in a role like yours one day and are kind of working their way to get there?
I think you just have to keep pushing forward. Like if somebody says no, it doesn't mean everyone's going to say no. So you have to, like even now, like I have 10 years experience, and I still get people say, no, you're not quite right. And it just means you're not a right fit for that job.
Okay.
So don't ever say like, oh, well, they said no, so it's not going to happen. It just means maybe that wasn't the right team for you.
Yep.
Keep pushing.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
That's all right.